Okay, this was not planned, but I felt just inspired to record this message, and I hope someone out there would be really excited and happy to hear this message because it may really resonate with you, and I just want to support you on the journey of your coaching business and building your coaching business, because many times clients come to me and they don't have clients, right? So they post content out there, they do all these things, and they've been even in other programs where they learn the basics of getting on the call with someone, but they still haven't been able to sign any coaching clients. So this is a point where you need to think about, is it that you don't have strategies, or is really a limiting belief? And while both of them can be connected with it, one thing that I learned and I've seen in my clients, and by speaking with one of my clients lately and seeing how she is struggling to live her calling and live her purpose, and as much as she really desires this, and as much as she's actually taking action and she's doing all the things, which is absolutely amazing, and I'm super proud of her, that fear of, I don't know if I'm good enough, I don't know if what I have is like enough to help someone right now, I don't have all the ducks in the row, and I don't know if I can do this right now. And this is just a simple exercise, speaking with the right people and knowing what they are struggling with and what are their pain points, their desires, their motivations, and all this. This is one of the exercises that I'm teaching my clients how to do, and how to do proper market research, because market research is not just putting a pool out there and letting people to decide what you should do, right, in your business and who you should be. And I've seen that many coaches are doing that. They put a story on Instagram, or they put a poll and they are asking, do you want to learn more about this or that? And that is totally fine when you have an audience, when you know already who is paying you for what you're doing, when you already have a buyer persona created. And a buyer persona is different than having an ideal client persona. There are two different things, right? The ideal client persona is who you believe that would be an ideal fit for your offer, if you already have an offer, or if you don't have an offer and you just want to get your message out there and create an offer. Or when you already have a buyer, then you have a buyer persona. And there may be different, or there may be the same. But most of the times, you may be surprised, because it doesn't mean that fascinating person that you're creating in your mind or on your paper is the same with the buyer persona. One of the biggest mistakes that I've seen coaches doing when they are making this market research, they go out there and they put all these pools and they let their audience to decide what they should do. And that is an exercise that you do when you have a buyer persona, not when you're looking for your ideal client. So speaking with my clients, right, my paid clients, and seeing this mistake that so many other maybe programs are teaching them, or maybe they just think that this is the best route. The thing is, I understand it. I'm not judging it. I understand it. We all try to do the best we can do. We all try to find the clients in the best way that we think in that moment. But one thing is to do what you instinctively think that is right. Another thing is to do what it is the right route. There is a reason why you are a coach and you're looking to help people with that, and there is a reason why other people know also marketing, and they know also branding, and they know also some other components that make a business successful. While you want to get successful, you cannot be successful without people. You cannot be a coach without people. And what really makes me sad, and what I really have seen over the years working with my clients, and also from my own experience thinking about myself before, is that the thing that we crave the most, it's also the thing that we fear the most. You became a coach because you want to serve people. You became a coach because you want to help people. You became a coach because you overcame something in your life, or your business, or your relationships, or your health that you know could support others. But if you lived in a toxic environment, if you've been somehow not accepted as you were, or somehow you had this fear of not being good enough, of not giving enough, or whatever fear you may have, all those things may put you in a place where you press the brake the moment you actually need to connect with people, the moment you need to be in front of your ideal clients and speaking with them and learning from them what they are struggling with and what desires they have and how you can support them with that. Yes, the strategy is very important, and I just explained you how some strategies are not the right strategies for you to find your ideal clients and create your ideal client persona. You're using probably the strategies that you may need to use for creating your buyer persona. So while that is one of the things, there are also these limiting beliefs that may put brakes in your way. And I don't want you to be left behind. I don't want you to postpone one more day to live your dream, to be able to help people, to make an impact, just because other people haven't seen the greatness in you, other people haven't seen the amazingness in you, other people haven't seen your talents, your skills, your expertise, your wealth of knowledge, your energy. And now all you do is to protect your soul, is to protect yourself. Subconsciously, you may not be conscious about this. So that's why I'm saying I'm not judging. I'm no one to judge about any of these things, right? It happened to me. It happened to my clients. It happened to all of us. We are all sensitive human beings who have also this powerful, courageous, confident demeanor. But inside of us, there is still that little kid. There is still that little girl who is trying to protect us from not being harmed in any way we believe that we could be harmed. Sometimes it's emotional, sometimes it's spiritual, sometimes it's physical. Many times those fears can stop us or put brakes in our way or create obstacles in our ways, create our own obstacles and self-sabotaging just because we are trying to protect our inner child. And yes, there are exercises about this. Yes, you can do exercises about this, but how will you be able to do those exercises if you're not even maybe having the awareness of them? Because it's really difficult sometimes to catch ourselves up while we are in the process of sabotage. It's difficult to see where we sabotage ourselves because we don't know we do that. It's a completely unconscious behavior. It's a subconscious way of doing things to protect ourselves. Of course, we can do journaling. Of course, we can do all these things, which are absolutely amazing, and I totally encourage you to do that. But nothing compares with speaking with a mentor who has gone before you and has felt things that you may feel, to basically help you to catch yourself in the moment when you are maybe trying to sabotage, when maybe you are trying to postpone something, when maybe you are afraid that you're not enough, or maybe when the insecurity comes, right? And this is not a matter of that you wouldn't be able to do it on your own. No. I think we all are capable to do things on our own if we want, but it is much more supportive. It is much more easy when we are doing it together, when we are in a supportive environment, when we have a mentor, when we have a community, when we can be ourselves and see ourselves in others and receive the support, receive the guidance, and allow ourselves to be okay, to be in the process, to be okay to be in that place where we are, right? You don't need to be in another place than you are. You don't need to be more than you are. You don't need to prove anyone that you're qualified, that you're experienced, that you have that. You know in your heart if you are. You know in your heart if you have the desire to help someone with something that you overcame, or you're in the process, because many times we put this pressure. We say like, can I help someone? I don't know if I'm there where I want to be. I'm still in the process. The truth is, we are all in the process. It doesn't matter at what level, how many things we accomplish. We are all work in progress. We always want something more. We always want to become something more or someone more, right? It's a matter of, do you feel in your heart that you have knowledge, you have experience, you have stories to share, you have lessons to teach that could help someone? That's enough. You don't need the certification. You don't need the permission of someone else. You don't need absolutely anything else. You just need to do it the way you are, at the moment that you are. And yes, there are strategies, there are marketing strategies that you would need to implement in order to be successful in this, in order to not only want to do something, be excited to do it and put your message out and then find yourself that, okay, nobody's buying, right? So I don't want you to be in that position. And if you're in that position, I want you to know that you're not alone. Feel free to reach out for help. Ask your questions. Ask for guidance. Sign up for the program. Be in the community. Whatever feels right for you, that you can be supported in this journey. And the hardest thing most of the time is to really allow ourselves to receive the guidance and overcome that limiting beliefs, thinking that, oh no, I actually know what I'm doing. If you knew what you're doing, then you would have been where you wanted to be. And if you are not where you wanted to be, it means that you may not know what you are doing. You may have ideas, you may be inspired, but if you're not having paid clients, if you're not helping people in that way, then you may not know what you're doing. And that's okay. That's why there are mentors, that's why there are programs, that's why we exist, right? The way you want other people to invest in working with you, it's the same way that you need to allow yourself to invest in yourself. And when I say to invest in yourself, I know that maybe many of you, like my clients, invested in other programs before and then they found themselves that they haven't still been able to get clients, which, it's possible. It is possible. Not all coaches, not all programs really create transformation. Many of them just deliver you information. And then you look at that information and you start putting things together, like building your website, building your landing page, or trying to get leads, and so on and so forth. But you may not even have any idea how that is actually connected to all the strategy to be able to get clients, to help people. You may be at the point 7 when you even haven't gone through the point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you wonder after why it doesn't happen. Why am I not getting clients? Why am I getting calls with people, okay, which is amazing, but nobody is buying, right? There's no shame. It can happen to any of us. But just the way some people are good in a specific area and they're not good in other areas, it's okay. It may be just a skill that you need to learn. There may be limiting beliefs that they stop you on your way. There may be skills in marketing, in sales, in communication that you need to learn and really know the strategy and the path that you're actually going. If you don't know the path that you're going, if you don't know what kind of steps you need to take and in what order to be able to get the clients, to be able to support people, to be able to grow the business, then of course, then it doesn't happen. So I hope this message really puts things into perspective for you so you can understand that, first of all, it's not your fault, right? You've done things, you're in the process, you're doing things, you're trying your best. But if this didn't happen, it's okay to ask for support. It's okay. We all need support in different areas of our lives. Secondly, you may not have the right strategies. You may have invested in programs that didn't give you the full strategy. Maybe you invested in programs that they are not really tailored to where you are. Maybe you got into the bright, shiny object syndrome, buying multiple type of programs, sounding amazing, promising you the sky, and then finding yourself that you haven't reached, not even the ground, right? So think about that. It doesn't matter if you're in any of these programs, even if they give you the strategy, even if they give you the steps, even if you're doing all these things. If you have limiting beliefs that are sabotaging you without you even knowing, then you will have a very long, bumpy road to get to where you want. And I don't want that happen to you. I don't want that happen to you. I've seen it, I've lived it, and I don't want that happen to you. That's why I recorded this message. So I hope this is useful. Make sure to leave me a comment. Make sure to connect with me. You can connect with me at Mariana Aspro on Instagram. You can connect with me on Facebook at Mariana Aspro. You can connect with me on YouTube. Wherever you want to connect with me, you're free to connect with me. You're free to ask for help. You're free to join our community. And I'm going to put the links in the notes. And give yourself permission to receive the help that you need. Thank you.